Hey everybody, I'm Tiffany Smith and we are here at LA Live in downtown Los Angeles for the premiere of Girls Trip. I'm so excited to be here. As you can tell, the carpet is already getting a little crazy. It's going to be such a fun night though, you guys. We are of course going to talk to the cast, Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett Smith, and I'm going to talk about all those crazy moments that you guys have been seeing in the trailers. I'm so excited. I got to see the movie and there are some pretty epic moments. I've had some fun girls trips, but nothing like this trip is. It kind of made me think about, like, what are my girls like? We need to go on a trip like this. We need to get a little crazy. And New Orleans is the setting for this film. I love it so much because they really were inspired by the Essence Festival and girls trips down there, and that's what brought this movie together. So, of course, down here you can see that everyone's coming down the carpet. We've got the producers. We had Mike Colter come down in a little minute ago. He'll be coming back to chat with us. But of course, like I said, you guys, make sure you're hanging out with us here on the Facebook Live for Girls Trip. Use the hashtag Girls Trip right now. And right now, we are being joined by Will Packer. How you doing?
I'm only doing this if we're live. Are we live right now?
We are totally live.
Oh, what does that mean? Can I curse? Can I say stuff? Can I bare my breast? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I
feel be on my best behavior.
I feel as though since this is about Girls Trip, which is a hard R,
it is, yes.
You can do whatever you want on here.
Well, you know what? It's Facebook, so I'm going to behave. But the ladies in the movie do not. I will tell you that. This is fun. I'm so happy. You know what? The true story behind how this movie got made is that I met my amazing wife at the Essence Festival. So I knew about the Essence Festival because I met her down there, and I said, this is a movie. She was on a girls trip. I hope she wasn't doing any of the things that these ladies
Hold on, I was about to say, you're like, I met her at the Essence Festival, and that inspired this movie, and I was like, are you calling her out on things she may not want everyone to know?
I mean, it was a girls trip. We weren't behaving as badly as the ladies in the movie, but I'll never tell.
I mean, that being said, were there any moments when you guys were bringing this movie together that you were just like, I don't know if we're going to be able to put this in the movie?
There were a lot of those moments, and we put them all in. And that's what happened. There were things that we shot that you will see when you see this movie. You know, the zip line scene on Bourbon Street. You think you know the scene if you've seen the trailer, but that's just the part of the scene. There are things that happen with a grapefruit. I see the writer, one of the writers over there. There are things that happen with the grapefruit that I can't even talk about on Facebook. But no fruit were harm in the making of this movie. It's a good time. It's raucous, you know? But at the same time, it's got heart. It's fun. It is funny, obviously, but it's heartwarming. And I can't wait for people to see it. And guys, go see this movie. If you want to know what they're talking about when we're not around, go see this movie. I'm telling you now, the secrets are revealed.
I have to say, I'm like, guys are like, yeah, this is what happens on Girls Trip. So you were along for the ride the whole time while he was working on this. Are you like, yes, no, that's not in it, that's too far, this is right?
No, it was great. I mean, everybody's girls trip is a little different, but these ladies kind of coined it. You know, it's about friendship and about us getting together with our best girlfriends and just having a great time.
And then obviously you guys shot in New Orleans. So what do you think that New Orleans brought to the mix that no other city could do?
I'll tell you what's interesting. New Orleans is actually a character in this movie. It's a real backdrop. When you watch this movie, you feel like you are on the sweaty, humid-filled streets of Bourbon, of the French Quarter. Like, we actually, and we shot it in the middle of the Essence Festival, which was a logistical nightmare, if you want to be honest. But we really captured what it is. If you've ever been on Bourbon Street, if you've ever caught beads or thrown beads or anything in between, you will look at this movie and go, oh yeah, they did it right.
Yeah.
We did. It's like Vegas of the South. That's what they say.
Well, I got to say, it feels immediately like I was part of a second line because I've done my fair share of second lines in New Orleans.
Really?
I have.
I love it. We got a little bit of that in there, too. Yes.
And just one last question. Obviously, there have been some early previews, and social media is blowing up. People are so excited and saying the movie is so great. How does that make you feel?
Amazing. Amazing. People are loving it. Critics are loving it. More importantly, real people, like you said, on social media. So if you see the movie and you like it, tell everybody. If you see the movie and you don't like it, keep it to your damn self, okay? That's all I ask.
You don't even need to add that part. Just get tickets on July 21st or before and take all your girls and your guys, right?
Absolutely. On sale now. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.
Go in and see it. We're at the premiere.
Go in, enjoy it. And you better be really great to this woman since she inspired this movie.
Awesome. He's awesome.
Have fun, you guys. All right, so we are here at LA Live at the premiere of Girls Trip. There's so much love going on the pink carpet right now. There's so many different colored carpets, and of course tonight's had to be pink to go along with the Girls Trip title. There's stuff going on behind me. People are saying hello. It feels a little bit like I could be on Bourbon Street, but not quite. There's not as many beads. And there's definitely no zip lines on this carpet, fortunately for all of us. We were just joined by Will Packer, who's one of the producers of this film. We're going to be joined by so many of the cast members. I'm so excited to talk to them. I think in a little bit we might be having Mike Colter joining us to chat about his part in the movie. I think he's coming up. How are you doing, Mike?
Hello, how are you? I'm glad to come back over here. I walked past, I was like, I want to come over here.
Well, we had to get ready for the Facebook Live. We needed to get it ready for you.
All right, gotcha. I'm here now. I'm here.
So I don't want to spoil anything about your character in this movie, but what was it about this character in particular that made you say, yes, I want to do this film?
Well, it's one of those characters that I feel like, it can be misunderstood, but I think his point of view or his presence is needed in the film to kind of sort of balance it out. This is a girls' movie, no question about it. I think the ladies are going to love it, but I think guys have to be represented, and I think they have to understand exactly what's going on. So, listen, I think ultimately, when we walk away from the film, everybody's going to have a good time, but people can relate to these characters because it's real life. This is what happens, Yeah.
Well, and I think that's such a fun part about it. There were a couple scenes, which again, no spoilers here, a couple scenes for you that I was like, were you intimidated walking in with all of these incredible women just standing there staring you down?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because what happens is, honestly, you have so many people in there, you're going, if something breaks down, it's 4 against 1, right? Right? It's 4 against 1. And you're trained as a kid not to even put your hands on a woman. So I'm like, this is the worst case scenario. Please don't hit me.
Well, I feel like immediately I have to ask, being such a geek fan, how would Luke Cage fare with the Flossie Posse?
Oh, that's a whole different story. Flossie Posse would love Luke Cage. He's a ladies' man, Stewart, he thinks he's a ladies' man, but he's a little bit of a dog, a little bit.
Just a little bit. Every girls group, they have different archetypes that they each are, but I feel like guys groups have it as well. Who would you be in your group of guy friends?
I don't know. Depends on who. I would say I'm flexible. I can kind of change depending on who's in the room with me. But I would like to think that I would be able to sort of be the guy they send ahead to sort of break the ice. If I'm called upon to do so. I can be quiet, but I can also be very talkative.
And the movie itself takes place in New Orleans. There's so much energy down there. What did that bring to the movie? And did you guys as a cast ever have like a big night out together?
Well, it was one of those things where, schedule-wise, everybody was sort of doing different things, different times. There was one time they were filming at the concert. I didn't get a chance to do it because my character wasn't there, didn't need to be there for the concert. And I missed that opportunity because they were filming live there, and they were very tight about who could get into the concert because they only wanted a certain amount of people. So I didn't get a chance to really hang out with them per se, but we all had individual nights where we had a great time. I love New Orleans. New Orleans, I really fell in love with it this time around. I really did.
So excited. Well, I know that everyone is excited to see you in this film. It's a very different role than I think a lot of people might be comfortable with Luke Cage, who's kind of the guy who, he always does the right thing.
Yeah, he tries. He tries. And that's the thing about it. It's A for effort, right? A for effort.
Is there any scene in particular that you're really excited for the fans to see?
Oh, there's a couple scenes. I mean, I haven't seen the film yet. I hate to say it because honestly,
this is good. You're going to see it for the first time tonight with the fans.
I'm excited about it. Awesome. It's one of those things. I think the film there's a scene with a lamp. It involves a lamp, and I want to see how that goes out. A lamp. Just remember that there's a lamp involved.
I will just say there are probably going to be some really awesome, epic dance moves in clubs because of that scene.
Oh yeah, that's a cool scene.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. And enjoy watching the film with the fans for the first time.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Awesome.
All right, you guys. We are here on the pink carpet for the premiere of Girls Trip. We just talked with Mike Colter. Such an awesome guy. You guys know him very well from Luke Cage, but you're going to get to see a different side of him in this movie. Make sure you guys get your tickets on July 21st. Every single girl has had an awesome girls trip. This movie itself is a very hard R, and I got to say, it's because of someone named Tiffany. Not this Tiffany, that Tiffany.
TNT, we the bomb.
TNT, boom. That was.
Yes, we sparkle like diamonds.
Oh, I love you so much already.
No homo. What's up, girl?
I'm super pumped to be here. I got to see the film, and it is so over the top, and I loved every single minute of it, largely due to your character in this movie. What was it like playing her with all of these women and really being the one who, in every moment, you're like, I'm just going to say something ridiculous here?
It was the most fun. It's the best job I've ever had in all the jobs that I've had so far. And it was super fun being Dina because it was just me times 10. It was me getting to be unfiltered Tiffany, but as Dina.
Are there any moments having seen it that you were like, wow, I didn't think that insult was going to make it into the movie, or that moment would make it?
Girl, there's so many moments in this movie that I'm like, they used that? I was just playing. Like, so it's a lot of oh wow moments. And then I was like, by the end of the movie, I remember I was like, can I get a writer's credit in here?
Well, what I love so much, too, is obviously your character has some really fun over-the-top moments, but there's so much heart in it as well, and just having that relationship being the core of the film, the girls' friendship. What is that like for you, kind of bouncing back and forth between those serious moments and just being the funny girl?
Bouncing between the funny girl and the serious moments are awesome to me because that's who I really am. I am the funny girl in all my friendships, but I also have a lot of heart and a lot of depth in real life. I'm an onion, baby. Peel it back and get you some nutrition.
So the other thing I wanted to ask, there's some great insults that you give for maybe not the best boyfriend or other people who are messing with your girls.
That man.
Yep. She's giving some evil eyes to that guy back there.
Evil, sexy eyes, though.
Just in case she changes her mind at any moment. So I was going to ask you, could you teach me how to do one really good insult?
The best way to do a good insult is to call out the truth.
Okay.
So if you see somebody and let's say every time you see them they breath stink and they do something messed up, you be like, you know what? That's why nothing but foulness come out your mouth. Even when you breathe, I can smell your foulness. Your foul ass. See?
I'm like, so sometimes you see people where it's like they'll do smiling faces and they go to smolder immediately. Mm-hmm. But you go from super awesome woman that I'm like, I want to be best friends with her too. I don't want to get on her bad side. I'm going to run away from this interview right now.
Because I'm crazy. But I'm fun though. And I'm so crazy. Good crazy. Good crazy.
You always need the crazy friend in the group. What was it like, last question, just working with all of these women? What was the energy like on set?
The energy was super positive and always fun. Even when we were hot, tired, and wore out and didn't even feel like it no more, it was still good energy. It's like working with your friends and you're just enjoying each other. Yeah. It's like good friends, not like whack friends, the ones that's like, you know, I don't feel like it. Not that friend. We don't like that friend. But the friends that's like, you know what, I'm tired, but come on, girl, let's do it. We be getting paid.
I just have to say, on Girls Trip 2, is there any way that I could join the Flossie Posse?
I don't know, because the Flossie Posse is tight, but we can see. We can see. I feel like two Tiffany's, you know, Adina and a Tiffany and a posse might be good.
TNT in Girls Trip 2.
Yes, we the bomb, baby, yeah.
That's going to be my new slogan from here on out. Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Enjoy your night.
You too. Bye.
All right, you guys, we are having so much fun here on the carpet. There's so much going on. Right now, we are being joined by the director himself. How you doing, Malcolm?
I'm great. How are you?
What is this? Am I supposed to do this dance move, too?
No, it's not a dance move. It's just a pose.
The pose. Director power pose?
Yeah. Okay, I'll buy that.
So what was it like for you coming into this film and saying, okay, I'm going to have to direct some pretty awesome, amazing women who have some big personalities and show their true selves in this movie?
Listen, it was a pleasure to do it. I've been wanting to work with Latifah and Jada for a while. I've worked with Regina on this, our fourth collaboration together, and to have the opportunity to have Tiffany Haddish showcase her talent in a movie of mine is a great thrill. And they got along great. The chemistry was amazing. They had a great time. I mean, listen, comedy is hard. It wasn't always fun for me, but it was a pleasure to direct these women and have an opportunity to tell a story that really rarely gets told.
Well, and I think too, there's something where it's like immediately when you get a bunch of women together, a bunch of friends together, it's hard to stop them to get stuff done sometimes. So did you kind of have to be the guy in moments to be like, ladies, okay, let's do this?
Absolutely, yeah. Traffic cop. At times, but sometimes that's part of the job description of being a director. Yeah. It's kind of okay, let's get everybody focused back on the same page, and let's do our job. And they were very professional. They were open to notes, very directable people, and they also had great ideas about what was going to work. Yeah. And I said, you know what? I'm not a woman. Let me step back and let y'all do your thing.
Was there a particular moment with the ladies that you were like, the chemistry is right, we've got this?
It was from day one, really. Even from rehearsals, they all shared stories, and they you could tell that they genuinely liked one another, and so it was real. And so, at no time did I think oh, this is the moment. They just had it from the outset.
Well, I think that everyone's going to feel that while they're watching the film. So thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much.
Here's to Girls Trip 2. Fingers crossed.
Well, let's get number one out the gate first. So show up, folks. All right.
July 21st. Go see it, guys. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. This is the pink carpet. Everyone's saying hello to each other, of course. Oh, they're getting photos.
So just over the course of the next.
Out of the way.
You look gorgeous as usual. And you're
You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna tell everybody
You
tonight.
should.
I'm gonna tell everybody tonight about the onesie.
Why it's a problem?
No, it's not a problem. I love it.
I love this so much. They clearly have a really good bond. Everybody on the carpet. It feels like It feels like I'm interrupting family right now. I'm like, can I get in?
Making fun of me because I went to his office to meet him in a onesie.
Yeah, came to my office in the Bronx in a onesie.
Yes.
What's wrong with a onesie?
I was like,
That's my point.
that's her point.
You
But
know,
I
I was comfortable. You know, he's my dude. I'm like, I'm coming to kick it with
I
you.
wasn't your dude yet.
One-
Now I'm your dude.
No, you are my dude. You didn't know.
Oh.
You ain't know.
I will say, I'm like, onesies are comfortable.
I can't speak like that.
Oh, quick photo. Real quick.
There's so much stuff going on here. I want to talk to you about onesies because there's one scene in particular in this movie. One scene in this movie where a onesie would not come in handy.
Which one?
Where usually onesies are not fun in the bathroom because you have to take the whole thing off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So are you talking about the zip line scene?
I'm talking about the zip line scene.
Yeah. I think a onesie probably wouldn't have been as helpful as the mosquito net dress I had on. That's for sure.
What is it like for you shooting scenes like that? Because there's two massive scenes. Obviously the zip line scene, and there's some grapefruit stuff going on in this movie as well.
I got to shoot with this
Yes.
incredible woman, this talented woman right here. I'm so proud of her. She is so amazing in this movie. You just don't know. This is my girl. She about to blow up. Tiffany Haddish.
She's my
okay?
girl too. She's my girl too. Don't leave me out of the fun crew.
But no, doing that scene, I got to do it with Tiffany. I mean, it's a great surprise, you know, in the zip line. People seen like in the commercials, you know, that it's kind of just me. But Tiffany joins me in a very special way.
Yes.
On the zip line. Yeah.
Well, and I have to say, your character in particular gets to go from possibly being the wild child in college to kind of like a little bit of a stuffier mom to cutting loose again. How much fun was that for you to bounce back and forth?
You know what? I really could relate to that, you know, having been in a domestic lifestyle for so long, and you realize like when your kids get older that you can kind of break loose because they don't really need you as much, you know what I mean? So you get to travel with your girlfriends again, you know, you get to go out for like some drinks with your friends, you know, so you get to, I don't get to cut loose like I do in the movie, but I do know what that feels like to just come into yourself again.
Well, and what is it like for you? Obviously, the friendship is such a core part of this movie, and you've gotten to work with Queen Latifah before, coming back together and working together in front of the camera. What did that bring to the movie?
Just, I mean, you know, just love, and then we just spread that our love that we have for each other to Tiffany, to Regina, to Malcolm. I mean, as you can see, we're all a big family, and I mean, I think that really comes through on the screen, and I think that's why that adds to a lot of the fun, is that you just really love watching these women together, and so, you know, it's all love, as everything should be.
Well, and I feel like I'm already welcomed into the family because my name's Tiffany also. So Tiffany and I were like, we're TNT, and she's like, we're the bomb. I was like, I'm in. I'm so in.
That part.
Are there any little Easter eggs that you can hint at for Set It Off fans that maybe they should look for in the movie?
I'll just look for them. That's all I'll say. Just look for them. They're there.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. It was so much fun, and the social media response has been through the roof, so I know even more is coming.
Amazing. So thanks to everyone that's seen the screening and has been supporting us on social media. It means everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations. Have a great night. All right, you guys, we are having so much. I'm having so much fun. I hope you guys are too, as well as you're hanging out with us here on the Facebook Live. We are here at LA Live in downtown Los Angeles for the premiere of Girls Trip. As you can see, it's a pink carpet, which it has to be for this movie. It's so much fun. We've gotten to talk with Jada Pinkett Smith. We've chatted with Mike Colter. We talked with Malcolm, the director. There's such a fun energy on this carpet. And as you guys can see, as we're standing here, everyone's saying hello to each other, circling back, hugging, taking photos. We had this guy kind of hop into the interview earlier, so we had to bring him back. Larenz, how are you doing?
I'm feeling really good. I had to hop in just to kind of put my face in. But I'm kind of nosy like that. Anytime we were on set and the girls are huddled around doing their little girl thing, I would just pop my head in. You'll see a lot of photo bombs by me because that's just what I do.
You're like, I want to be one of the girls. It's not fair.
Here's the deal. I play Julian, who is an old college friend of the four women in the movie. And so I'm part of the crew in a way. You know, I love the women. I would love to settle down with one, but there's a friend zone dynamic that's happening in the movie. But I understand it. It's what happens.
So I feel like your character, it's so fun because he kind of goes from the guy in college that was friends with all of them to now this guy who has grown up, got a little sexier, is a musician. What was that like for you, kind of bringing this new version of him? Because obviously you had to kind of think about what this guy was like in college.
Exactly. It was really nice. I mean, I got a chance to spend time with our director, Malcolm, and the ladies. But we all sort of know each other. So I know Jada, I know Queen Latifah, Tiffany, as well as Regina. So that familiarity was there, and I feel somebody.
As Regina gropes his neck a little bit for a photo.
Beautiful. So we had this camaraderie already, so it was really nice. And to be able to start messing around with the bass, because my character is a musician, he plays the bass. I didn't play the bass before I started working on this, and since the movie, I've dropped it. I used to be all right. I was up there doing my thing, and now I dropped it.
I was gonna say what's so cool is actors get to play with different lives, and in this one, it's like you get to be a musician and play with Neo.
I'm on the stage with Neo. I was a little nervous, but he was really cool. He says, "Listen, just do your thing." I said, "Now you carry me in this. I just want to do my thing." But I had an instructor that was there the entire time, so it made it easier. But I mean, just the entire crew, the cast, Will Packer, who puts together a major mega movie like this, it's going to be quality.
It's so much fun. I'm so glad that everyone's going to get to see it on the 21st. Enjoy your night seeing it with the fans tonight.
Here's the deal. You have to make sure that all of your girls get together.
And guys, girls and guys.
Listen, fellas, you want to go see this movie so you understand what actually happens on a girls' trip.
This stuff does not happen on my girls' trip. I will say that right now. I'm not that cool.
That's what she says.
Maybe.
Enjoy.
I don't know. Nice to meet you.
Have a great night. Thank you so much, love.
All right, you guys. My girls' trip are not like that. I wish that they were, maybe parts of them. Right now, we are about to be joined by Regina Hall, looking stunning. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I think the biggest thing, even just being on this carpet in general, the friendship is such a core part of the movie, but you see it on the carpet as well. When did that chemistry really click for you guys?
Probably the first day of rehearsal. I think the first day of rehearsal, we just felt connected and we liked each other, you know, which is really important for this kind of movie. But it's something that just flowed every day and just got stronger every time we shot.
Well, and I'd heard that like Will actually called you before pitching the film to the studio to see what you wanted, like what your take on it was, if you were interested.
We were actually on a flight. Eric! That's my neighbor. We were actually on a flight to New York to do press for About Last Night, and he said, "Regina, what do you think of this?" And I was like, "I love it."
Well, I think that the love for it comes across between everybody in this movie. The scenes are so much fun. She was just saying, "You're amazing." I love this so much. There's so much love on this carpet tonight, you guys. It's crazy. So obviously you guys got to shoot in New Orleans as well. What energy did that bring to the movie? And having gone to Essence festivals before, bringing that to life on the big screen as well.
You know what? It was great. I mean, it was hard. We wanted to watch the shows. You know, we were like regular concert goers, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of maneuvering. You know, it's not easy to be able to shoot something like this during a
massive festival.
During a massive festival, but we had so much fun. I think, you know, dancing during the shows, partying during the shows, it was really expansive and big for us.
And obviously there's so much of this that is based off of real women, real friendships. I had a girl group when I was younger called The Bubble. That's what we called ourselves. Did you have a girl gang or a name that you gave yours?
I think in college, in high school, we were the Brown Sugar Crew.
I like it. The Brown Sugar Crew, awesome. Did you guys do any choreography? Because we definitely did. We
wrote rhymes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get a little of that in Girls Trip too.
Yeah, we wrote rhymes. They weren't very good, but you know what? They rhymed.
That works. That's all they need to do. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And congrats. Enjoy the movie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, you guys, we are here on the pink carpet. It's live. There's so much going on. We just chatted with Regina Hall. She gave a shout out to one of her neighbors, to her agent. Of course, some of the other actors are coming down as well. We've gotten to talk with the director, Malcolm. Queen Latifah is making her way down the carpet right now. Earlier, we got to talk to Mike Colter and Larenz Tate. This cast is so much fun. There's so much love on the carpet. Make sure you guys get your tickets on Fandango for July 21st to see Girls Trip. I'm telling you, it is a hard R for a reason, and you will be rolling laughing, because there were some moments that I was like, I can't believe they actually got this in the movie. So right now, I'm going to try and make my way over here. How are you doing? Oh.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
What up?
We are on Facebook Live at the premiere of Girls Trip. How does it feel for you being here?
What y'all doing out there? You can see me, but I can't see you.
Oh, they're definitely commenting and liking.
Damn clothes on. Look, I don't need to know all that. I don't need to know. Fine, let it all hang out. I don't care. Let's go.
They just feel like they're one of the girls already.
They should be. Even if you're a guy, come be one of the girls. You're gonna love this movie.
What was it about this movie for you that was like, I really want to be a part of this? I kind of want to play a character that's a little bit different than some things you've done before.
No, it's just really Will Packer, Regina Hall, Jada. You know what I mean? It was like, what now what is it, you know? And then Tiffany, the missing link, completed this thing and made it amazing. And of course, Malcolm D. Lee, amazing director. We just had the right people in place that we knew we could make this happen. You know what I mean?
And every girls group really does have these particular personalities, characters. Who do you fall into in your girls group?
Oh gosh, I've been girl tripping for a minute, so I've kind of gone through each and every character, you know. Probably with the exception of my own character, because I don't really, you know, take pictures and all that kind of stuff, but I am down for my crew. Hey, I see you, Regina.
I love this so much.
You know, Regina be getting into my edges when I try. I'm trying not to go there because this is your night. It's a magical night for you.
It's literally, so as we're standing here, yep, they're just like throwing friend shade at each other.
I'm sorry my edges is still all right after all these years. I don't have a perm and I don't put too much heat on it. What can I say? And genetics, sorry.
I say friend shade is being thrown because it really is. There's so much love going back and forth.
Each other like crazy. I mean, this was like, you know, you shoot all day, you have fun all day, and then you go to hair and makeup and take all this stuff off, and you just weird cracking jokes, making up whole new skits, trying to think of, you know, Girls Trip 2. I mean, it was just a good time, a really good time.
Are there any moments that you can think of that ended up on the cutting room floor or just were not even part of the movie that you guys are like, oh my God, that's got to be on the outtakes?
There's a bunch of stuff that should be on outtakes, but it's so much in the movie, you don't even necessarily need outtakes. I mean, everything Tiffany was saying, I mean, Tiffany came up with so many lines that weren't in the script. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, she would come up with stuff off the head every day. Regina would give me and Jada lines. We just got some comic geniuses around us. So, I mean, there's so much that we all came up with as a group that wasn't even in the script, you know. So I think it's just having amazing people, you know, very talented people. And he kept almost all of it.
I love it. Well, and I know everyone's going to love seeing the chemistry between the four of you guys and getting a little bit of a set it off reunion in this one as well.
Yes, and if I know we're on Facebook Live and we're doing Girls Trip, but I want to take a moment to just give a shout out to the family of Dr. Dean Rice, our family physician. He passed away last week, and his wake is tonight in Newark, New Jersey. And I just want to send love to everybody who was a patient, who had a family member that was a patient at Beth Israel Hospital in Newark or Beth Prime Care. You know, we lost a great doctor who had amazing bedside manner and was more like family. So if I wasn't here, I would be there. So God bless.
Thank you so much, and I'm sure the family is going to love that so much. So have a great evening. Thank you. Have a good night. All right, you guys. We are here on the Girls Trip carpet. It's still crazy. There's still so many people arriving. We just chatted with Queen Latifah. I love it so much because all of these women are just so real. There's so much in this movie that shows both the light and dark of women and their friendships. And we even got a little bit of that with Queen Latifah in her interview. Right now, we are live with Kofi. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I am very well, thank you. So I don't want to give any spoilers, so I'm going to let you do the honors. Tell me a little bit about your character.
Malik is a young bull. He's excited. He's at Essence. He meets these 4 ladies, Lisa specifically, Miss Jada Pinkett, and they get into some festivities over the weekend, and he kind of helps Stella get her groove back.
I'll help you out a little with this one. So I was going to say, I feel like he really kind of helps to break Lisa out of her shell or her grapefruit.
However he does
right?
His what?
I said her shell or her grapefruit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I'll ask it in a different way. What was it like for you shooting some of those scenes? Because you, like, literally in this movie, most of your scenes are just like smolder, sexy, shirtless, dapper, and then you've got one scene that's like ridiculously funny, and you have to do it with all of the girls in the movie. What was that like shooting that?
I mean, honestly, I've been watching all of these women since I was a child, so it was kind of an honor. You know, I was really humble because, you know, I didn't know how they received me, and they showed so much love since day one, so it really felt natural and normal. Now they're all really good friends of mine, so it was cool. You know, I wasn't expecting it to be as cool as it was, but it was. So yeah.
So there, you didn't feel like as it was happening, you're like, I don't feel intimidated anymore.
As it was happening, no, but that was because they set that atmosphere.
Well, do you feel nervous at all now knowing that everyone is going to go see this on July 21st?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, because you see a little too much of me. Like, you see a little, hold up.
I don't know if it's too much. You guys, like I said, the main theme of this carpet is that there's so much love here going on. How are you doing?
Hi, good, thank you. I love your dress.
Thank you so much. There's so much love on this carpet. Thank you so much for chatting. Enjoy your night.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, I just did a little twirl because I'm like, there's so much stuff going on the carpet. You guys, if you want to be a part of Girls Trip, make sure you enter the contest. You can go to girlstrip.com, take a photo, and upload that photo using the hashtag GirlsTrip, and you can have a chance to win a trip to New Orleans. So make sure you guys do that. And then, of course, the hashtag, hashtag GirlsTrip is just for talking all about the movie. To win the contest, for a chance to win the contest, use hashtag #WinGirlsTrip. Make sure you go to the website, though, to get all the details, because there's all kinds of good stuff on there to make sure you guys get it all covered, because I know you want to win a girls' trip to New Orleans. I probably will even take a picture and enter myself after talking to all of these ladies. You guys, this has been so much fun. We're here on the pink carpet. There's so much going on. We've talked to so many of the cast members. Make sure you go online right now. Use your phone. Get your tickets for July 21st. Make sure you take all of your girls and your guys to see this movie. I promise you, you will be laughing, and you'll feel so much love like I felt here on the carpet. So just to give you guys a little taste before you go and buy your tickets, check out the trailer for Girls Trip.
Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for this day of life. My heart is so full of joy for these women right here. Lord, please make sure that Lisa don't get an STD and that nobody has kidney failure, because we finna get messed up, and let me get pregnant by somebody rich. That's all I ask. Amen.
We haven't hung in 5 years. I miss you guys. We need a girls' trip.
That's my car.
Not anymore, baby.
What if I just whip out my titties, you know? Okay, a titty.
I'll take a titty for a bike ride.
You sure you want to get turned this weekend with your girls?
I say this out of love.
Preach, girl.
If you are going to come along with us, please refrain from saying things like preach or go girl or any other colloquialisms that you may have looked up on Urban Dictionary.
Girl, bye. That's my girl.
This weekend is about us. We deserve this. So let's go. I have to pee.
Look, the line is short over there. There's a long line in the bathroom here. Just go for it.
Stop taking that picture. How much did she drink?
Hell no. I've known about this for a few months now, but that's in the past.
This picture was taken last night.
We need to talk.
There ain't nothing you need to say to her that you can't say in front of us.
Take my stun gun. Just tag him in the balls.
Today is the last day that we will ever be this young.
I have not had this much fun in so long.
Wait. I got what you need right here. This is 200-year-old abstinence. If you drink too much of it, it's gonna have you hallucinate.
Do y'all feel funny? Feel me, y'all feel me.
something to give me, God?
You put something in them drinks, didn't you?
You know I got some bomb-ass kush if you want to take a hit.
Where did you hide?
Where the sun don't shine.
You know what? That can cause a lot of infection.
Girl, you can't get no infection in your booty hole. It's a booty hole.
You guys, I am Tiffany Smith. This has been so much fun. I hope you love that trailer. I'm sure you were all laughing because I was laughing watching it, and I've seen it a couple times. I've seen the movie. It is a blast. I am going to be taking my girls on July 21st to see this movie. So make sure that you guys head over to Fandango right now, buy your tickets. This has been so much fun on the pink carpet here in downtown Los Angeles for the premiere of Girls Trip. Thanks, guys. See you later.